when I was doing a dissertation on artificial intelligence, for example, in relation to my field of study, intellectual property in law, one of the criteria we followed to not give artificial intelligence the right authorship. Essentially, this means that if I wrote a book using artificial intelligence or composed a song using artificial intelligence, then I'm the owner to that song. You get, like, I don't need to recognize artificial intelligence at all. But I found that kind of intriguing and very, I think not up to date, because I feel like though artificial intelligence generates information is the same way as human beings generate information. Now, just hear me out, because I feel like that sounds a bit outrageous, but when I was doing the research, I realized that machines generate through like machine learning experiences that the data is being fed. But then when I was doing my research, there was one of these textbooks, I think it's Jean-Paul Sartre, old philosopher. He was saying that essentially we are largely unconscious beings. Most of our life happens unconsciously, right? Then, and everything we produce, we learn about ourselves through other people. And everything we produce is just a lived experience of the books we have read, the songs we have listened to, the people we have met, the environment we have been raised in, that kind of thing. So now I'm saying, if you reproduce information according to that manner, it kind of negates the whole aspect of free will. And if we are to argue that humans have little to no free will, it's the same thing as machines, because they also have little to no free will. They're going to reproduce data that they have studied. Same thing with you. If I asked you about let me say you've known that history at all and you've never out of your own accord went to read about history and asked you about the Holocaust, you would be able to submit about the Holocaust. You'd be like, "Kelly, go research about that," right? And then you can make a submission in a different format. Can be like, "Oh, the Holocaust was this and this." Something with AI. If I did feed it data about the Holocaust, it would be able to submit on that specific piece of information. So now I'm saying that we are also creative. For example, let me say I study music and I study beats and tunes. Then I compose a song in Luganda, even though I didn't study I didn't study the music in Luganda. Even that used my creativity. But simply with AI, it has studied the Holocaust, but I can tell it, write for me a fictional novel based off these characters, obviously with a lot of prompt engineering and stuff. And it would produce something a little bit synonymous with what a human being could have produced. Or even sometimes people argue better. So now I just wanted to know, what do you think about that? Because in that dissertation, I need to conclude, I left it hanging. I just say that we need to rethink our laws. We just need to update our laws and kind of not turn a blind eye to this thing, because it's coming and it's not stopping. So us saying that, we shall not recognize AI, how long are we going to do that? Then I'm not saying that AI indeed can think. I just want to get your opinion on this thing, because I also left it hanging.